Hello and welcome, dear developer. Whether you're a starting developer or professional or just curious about developing, welcome to my blog. My name is Ed, and we are continuing our little exploration on Drupal 9. Within this series, we already tackled some starting point in installing Drupal, DRUSH, and GIT and Laragon, and also installation of Drupal. If you miss out those episodes, feel free to check out my channel and go through all of them so you won't be left out. Last time we have to explore the creating the custom uh, custom content type, which is this one. We just open it. Okay, where we created a content type with the ability to upload the PDF. And for this episode, we are going to add the content to the landing page, for more likely known as home. So basically, we're just going to add it here. You can see now that it's already one of the content that I created is already here. And if you want to look at the content, here it is. We will also make some changes with regards to the output of the home page as I mentioned. So we will check on views and understand its function and what it does and create some more content. We will also add new content type. So for now we have accounting PDF, article, and basic page. Uh, so we're just going to add a new one, which will develop along the way. So now let's go to some recap from our previous episode. So basically, what we had done is we created content type, as I mentioned, this one, and uh, if we look at the difference between the basic page, which is this one, you can see that the basic page only have body and then the title. So if you're going to create, we're going to create a content type known as basic page, you can only see something like this there. So you have the title and the body, and then you can save it. Now, if we create an accounting PDF that we created, this content type is what we created last time. You can see that there's a body, the summary of the PDF content, the uploading of the PDF, and the uploading of the image for the PDF, and the upload of PDF. And then we also added some category here so that we can categorize the PDF. It's up to you on how you are going to do with your content type, but this is just as an example of how you can create content type with different types of category. Okay, so let's just add a content type. Let's start with creating a title. So let's just say PDF um, business business analogy PDF. Let's just add something in the summary of content type. So let's just go open a Roland Ipsum and just add something in it. Okay, yeah, and let's just add an image for the content type. So I have here some sample image. Just add this one. Okay, you can also, so this one is a JPEG, but also you can add different kind of format for the image. Depends on you, but we'll go tackle on that on our next part of exploring the Drupal custom field. Okay, so here we're going to ask for the alternative text. This one is basically it's the text that describe the image that we upload. So let's say front. Okay, and then let's just add a sample PDF. I already have a sample PDF here. Open it. Okay, and let's just call this ipsum. Let's save. So we have here the PDF the PDF and the image. So here's a sample PDF, the image, and the summary of PDF content. And then we have the category. Now let's go to the home page and then refresh it. So now we already have another uh, type of content, which is business analogy PDF. And this is another one, which is sample PDF. By the way, I mentioned this earlier or from our last episode that you can edit the content on your page if you are logged in as admin by clicking the small pencil icon. So let's just say that we're going to edit this. This is wrong because the sample is small letter. You can click the edit and then change the title. Add something. Say I'm going to add this. Let's start from here up to here and then change the first letter. So this one is ipsum. Let's call it $sit. You can also add a two type of category for the same. Okay, and then save. Now, if you look at it, so we have business analogy, sample PDF, something that is an article, and this is another article. Now, if you look closely, we can see that this first article has an image, and the image is showing on the homepage itself. So we want to do it also for the PDF. So let's just change this so it's more. Uh, okay. This is the image, and then we save it. Let's try to edit the other one, which is this one. So it doesn't have any image at all. So we're just going to add an image. Let's say this one. Let me say, let's go create an alternative text. Right. Let's say, okay. So we have two different content type, and then let's go and have the image of the PDF shown on the homepage. So what we are going to do is we're going to edit the homepage itself, particularly this portion. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to the structure and then views. Now, what is a views? The views is another module of Drupal. It's a default module. So it's been existing since Drupal, I think Drupal 7. So the views module is the engine of the whole system, often described as a SQL query builder. It, it allows the user to fetch data from the Drupal database, assemble a list of results, and present them in various output format. So basically, what it does is the user will have to will be able to create of uh, a list of data without going through the creating a query directly to the database. This one is more of a GUI type of query. So it's very important to know how to use the views. So let's go to the home page so that we can have some actual understanding on how it will be rendered. So I'm going to click the views, and then in here we have the views front page, this one. So it depends on the theme that you are using if the front page is using views. Right now we are using the theme, let me just open it, Olivero 9.4.5. So this one is using views to get the data on the home page, which is this one. Okay, let me know if you find this confusing. Send some comment so that I can give you some further details on how to do this. Okay, so let's go to the format, the front page. So in here you can see the description is all content promoted to the front page. Promoted means if the user create create a what do you call this? Created a content and then he put it on the front page. Like for example, the one that we created. If we click here, edit, you can see that the promotion option, it is checked as promoted to front page. If we uncheck this and then save it, it is not showing now on the front page. Although it doesn't mean that it is removed or deleted, the content is still there, but it's just not showing, or we have added it to not show on the front page. Okay, so let's just go to the content again and then let it show on the front page. Let's see. And then go to the sites, and here you go. You have the business analogy PDF, the sample PDF content type that we created, and without the image. So going back to the views, so this explains the all content promoted to front page, and then we're going to edit this. So there are two types of display here. So the one is page, which is this one. So this is the page, and the other one is the feed. This is the RSS feed. You can create how you want the RSS feed will show. Okay, so this is the XML uh, content for the RSS. So let's focus more on the page. So right now you can see that the content is here on the bottom part. Okay, so we can see the images from the business analogy. But let's just change this a little bit. So we're going to click the settings. It's not the one. This is my first time also in using Drupal 9, so I'm just not very familiar with the whole thing. So right now it is check it is set into unformatted list. So let's just go and do this uh, HTML list. And then it is important to note that you have to change the for. Otherwise, if you have a lot of views, it will affect all of them. So let's just change this to this page override, meaning to say the only thing that this will apply is only for the page of the front page. Okay. So we have a class. It will create a class name item list. It's up to you if you are going to change the class. Apply. Here we have now. So we already changed the HTML. We already changed the format into HTML list, and then we need the fields that will be shown on the content type list. So let's go and click the content, and here you can see that it's only set up into the content. So as I said, you have to always check the this drop down. It should always be on this page override. Okay, let's go to the fields and then apply this display. We don't need the separator for now, and then we're going to hide empty fields and then apply. Okay, so right now you don't have the content. It removes all the content, and then we have to add the fields that we want to add for the teaser. Okay, or this is what we call teaser on the home page. So let's just add something. So in here, when I click the fields, it will open a list of fields for all the content. So we have the comment count. It is set into alphabetical order. No, it's not. Yes, it's not set into alphabetical order. So we're just going to add the title first. Let's go find the title. Or should I have? There you go. So we're not going to add the title for the content revision. We're just going to add the title for the content itself. Apply. For this page. And then apply. So in here, you can also customize the output of your field. So you can create a label, or you can exclude the title itself from the display, but it is going to be part of the view. There's a lot of there's a lot of functionality that you can do on the views, which is why there's a lot of information needed to create a view. We can create a style setting. You can add. You can use the default classes, or you can customize the field based on how you want it, and you can also add label wrapping. Okay, Okay, so we are going to tackle that in the coming next episode. But for now, we're going to use add default classes. You can also rewrite the result. Okay, so you can see that it can strip the HTML, or you can converge to HTML, BR tags, remove white spaces, and other, which you can see on the rewrite result. Okay, so let's just apply this. Now, once we have the title, we can see now that the title is here. All the content that we created is already in here. So let's add something else. We're going to add the image. So we have two different image. The image for the article and the PDF image for the accounting PDF. So let's just add both of them. We can add a label, or we can just ignore it for now. Apply this in display. Make sure that the for is set up to this page override rather than all display. Okay, and this one is for the accounting PDF image. Okay, apply. So now we have the image of all the content. So let's just click this one and let's change the image size into thumbnail, which is 100 by 100, and apply. And also the PDF image into a thumbnail and apply. So there you go. Let's just change the HTML list into unformatted list. Apply. So here we have the name of the content, small image. So let's add something else. Let's add the author by. Let's just add create live. So place the colon after the label. So this is the label. So we'll add colon. Apply this display. And now we have this. And lastly, let's add the authored on, which is the time that the content was created. To make sure the for is this page override. So this is the default format for the content. So let's just show it as it is. And then we have here. Now, after you have done, this is very important, you have to click the save. Even though you can see it here, doesn't mean that it's already saved. This is just a preview. So I'm just going to click the save. And then let's see what it looks like. Don't open another tab and just see what it looks like on the front page now. There you go. So it's different from this one. Now it has the image, title, content created by. So we're just going to make some rendering so that it will be uh, much more uh, beautiful in the eyes of the user. So that's it for this episode. I hope you learned something about views and creating content. We're going to render this, and then we're going to check and differentiate between the old uh, type of homepage versus the new one. So we're going to add subclass and then CSS on the next episode. Thank you, and hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comment if you have any questions. Bye for now.